majoring in Mechanical Engineering, study program Oil and Gas Production Engineering. My name is Ameilia J Wardani.
I am Nadia Maulidya.
I am Maqfihra Ramadani.
I am Meilidya Niwele.
I am Lia R Serang.
I am Givando R Sopacua.
We will explain about the industrial visit to PT KALREZ Petroleum Oil SERAM Ltd.
Company profile. The KALREZ field is located in Eastern District of SERAM, Maluku Province. The distance from Ambon city center to KALREZ is about 450 km with a distance of 12 hours. KALREZ field is an old Dutch field located in the town of Bula, SERAM Island, which has been operating since 1939. KALREZ Petroleum has 5 block stations: Bula Tenggara Station, Bula Lemon Station, Bula Air Tank Area, and Lading. There are 71 wells online in the KALREZ field. The equipment contained in the field production facility layout are transfer pump, oil station, oil tank, water tank, waste tank, storage tank, skim oil tank, equalization tank, ICR unit, clarifier tank, filtration tank, fire water system, skim pond, and laboratory.
Well B79. The first facility we visit was well B79. Well B79 is one of the wells in the main block station. The B79 well was first discovered in 1924 and the completion is 3 years later. Well B79 has a depth of 828 feet, then the pump setting depth is 558 feet ground level, and for the sucker rod pump has a diameter 35 inch and length 31 feet. B79 well produce for BFPD or barrel fluids per day is 50 barrels per day. For BOPD or barrel oil per day is 10 to 15 barrels per day, so the water cut is more than 85%. There are 3 mechanical problems in well B79: sand problem, scale problem, mud problem. For sand problem, there are 2 methods. For prevention, you can use a screen to prevent sand from being produced. On the screen there is a mesh which must have a diameter smaller than the diameter of the sand. For countermeasures, you can use formation water that is pumped into the well to remove sand from the well hole. For scale problems, we usually use a scale removal treatment, so that hard water with a certain concentration is injected into the well to dissolve the scale that is formed so as to close and perforation or permeability of the rock. The B79 well completion type is a case hole completion well. A case hole is a well that has casing installed and then perforated. Perforation is the connection between the formation and the well hole by shooting the well in the oil productive zone so that oil can flow into the well hole. Casing installation in well B79. Conductor casing has a diameter 15 inch, depth 220 feet ground level or 67.1 meter ground level. Surface casing has a diameter 13 inch, depth 794 feet ground level or 242.5 meter ground level. Production casing has a diameter 11 inch and the depth is 828 feet ground level or 252.3 meter ground level. Sucker rod pump. Next, sucker rod pump is an artificial lift used in the B79 well. The sucker rod pump data for well B79 type pump 2150. RVAC pump insert, pumping setting depth 580 feet, diameter tubing 2.7/8 inch, and the leg is 31 feet. Pump setting level 558 feet, and sucker rod is 3/4 inch, and the leg is 25 feet. Electric motor 7.5 horsepower or RPM 750. Pump speed SPM is 8 SPM. Stroke length 42 inch. Maintenance on the sucker rod pump is carried out by the well maintenance division and mechanical workshop. So usually they carry out routine maintenance, for example by checking the oil level in the gearbox, then pumping grease into the pitman so the pitman is lubricated.
Logistic. Next, the facility we visited was the logistic section. In the logistic section, there are components or parts that will be used for the production process. In the logistic section, there are tubing, sucker, casings, crane mesh, and others. The tubing that is 2 and 3x size tubing. Next, 3 are casing of various size. 3 is also 3/4 sucker with a length of 25 feet, and 3 is also a crane 2 and 7x, which is used to filter so that sun is not produced, and 3 is also a mesh that is shaped like a filter.
Waste tank. The next facility, a waste tank. KALREZ does not use separator to separate fluid, but rather a waste tank, because the type of fluid found in KALREZ is only fluid with two phases, namely water and oil. The waste tank is fluid storage tank that comes from the gas but or free water cannot out, with foundation to separate water and oil. The waste tank, located at the main block station, has a capacity of 15,500 barrels. Before entering the waste tank from the wall, there is something called a ground pit to accommodate the flow from the well entering the station. There is a seal between the oil and sediment. That is initial process, so that later is pumped again into the waste tank to undergo a second separating process. In the waste tank, the oil is then the water enters with sediment enter later through a gravity process. The oil, water, and sediment can separated by 10 Celsius because they have different densities. Then flow into the production tank. In the waste tank, there is no specific treatment, but for problems such as emulsion, you have to use the emulsion. Fire again was foundation is the separated oil and sediment using a special treatment or chemical.
The next facility is a production tank or storage tank. A storage tank is a crude oil tank designed to store and handle large volume of crude oil. This production tank is a temporary storage tank before it is finally transported to the final collection tank or main oil storage. There are three main block stations, namely tanks A, B, and C. Each tank has a capacity of 1,000 barrels and has different aces, where tanks A and B contain oil, while tank C is used to store water and other chemical waste. Working method for collection production is In one day, 24 hours KALREZ production, one tank starting from tank A, then from 00 to 12 p.m. Then the next day, continued with production in tank B. Later, the production result will then be sent to the collection station. Finally, what is called my oil storage.
Lifting. The lifting concept is production that is ready to sell or is already on board a ship or oil refinery. The term lifting is also used for the process of handing over oil and gas from producers to buyers. Lifting oil is production oil that has been processed and is ready for use. Oil lifting can be different from oil production. Oil production is the total oil production from the bowels of the earth. Of the total production, not all of it is used, but some is used for oil exploration. The total amount of oil product minus the portion used for further exploration is called oil lifting. Base of Customs and Excise PT KALREZ Petroleum SERAM Ltd. Lifting data from 24 to 26 December 2023. A total of 62,792 barrels of Bula crude oil with a total weight of 9,195 tons were exported with a export 3,187,260 USD or the equivalent of IDR 49.6 billion. This time the export was in the form of Bula crude oil which was transported by the MT Integrity Sea with the export destination Bangkok and Thailand.
An explanation of our visit to PT KALREZ Petroleum Oil Seram